Hello. How are we doing? Sorry, I am very late. Very late. But with good reason. Oh, we're dropping frames. What's going on? I was a poorly boy. That's all I want to say. I may have made the mistake. Just to give you some backstory. Me and the lady yesterday may have made the mistake of getting an Indian takeaway, which we've not had for a very long time since we've been on this new diet. And, let's just say I had the worst case of Bangalore belly I've ever had in my entire life. So I'm late, alright? Leave me alone. Well, what's going on? Oh yeah, been having some problems getting the mods and stuff to work as well, so I'm hoping I've sorted this. We'll have to see how we get on. We thought he was eaten by the dog and while sleeping on the couch, dreamed of being kidnapped and tortured by the pizza delivery guy. I heard tell of somebody saying I've been poisoned with a banana pizza and that a drawer had suffocated me. A good old Perpetual had my back, saying no drawer was big enough. I heard that. Have you know I've been waiting here for 4 hours to get my fluff. Jesus. Yeah. So, I'm sorry guys. These things are unavoidable. You have to remember, I have to sit here and stream for a long time, you know, with no breaks, really. So I wanted to make sure I was alright. Roadhouse. Now there's a face I've not seen for a while. How you doing, buddy? What do you know? What do you know? Hoi, hoi, hoi. So, we're going to get back into it. I've not planned anything of what we're going to do today and what we're going to work towards. I know what we need to do. We need to get our refineries and stuff going, and then we need to head up to space. So what we're going to do, I'll just unpause the game. We're going to finish off getting this chlorine geyser sorted, which has probably got some CO2 in here. We'll finish off getting this sorted. We will try and let this gas out, and then we'll let them finish off building this stuff in the base. If you remember when we last were live, we expanded all these bedrooms and made all masses of bedrooms in the base, so that's what we're going to work on. You got here super early today. What's going on, my guy? It's a 9 months break from Twitch, that's why you haven't seen me. Oh, I see. 9 months. Now, was that some sort of suspended prison sentence? Or where have you been? Jesus. Yeah, let's have a look at what we can get here. Pregnancy? Exactly, there are options. You need to tell us now, Roadhouse. You can't get away with it. I'm going to reject these. We're going to be choosy with our last 4 dupes, I think. So yeah, I think I've managed to get the mods back on, by the way, because they weren't working, if you all recall. But I've basically removed them all and put them back on. I'm hoping it'll work. Oh, Prior. Thank you very much, buddy. 5 months. Here's for being here finally. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was a poorly boy. It wasn't my fault. It's not something I'd wish on anyone, alright? Alright. Can we get all this stuff swept immediately? So we're going to keep having carbon dioxide trying to find its way down here, so we need to be quick. I had a lot of trouble with mods. Whenever a mod updates itself, my game gets stuck in an infinite restart loop. Yeah, remove all the mods, start the game, ignore the error when it's telling you to restart, make sure all your mods are unticked, right? Close the game, put your mods back on, restart the game. That's what worked for me. It's one of them, the game still thinks there's mods there, so it preempts you to say, we need to restart to get these mods loaded. If you hit the restart button, you'll just get stuck in that loop because it just keeps thinking there's mods to be installed. So you need to sort of force it to not be a dangus. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this done without getting more carbon dioxide in here. We'll see. I'd like to get this phosphorite swept up, but I don't think I've got a compactor for it anymore. I think I took it out of these. Maybe. Agriculture. These are sweep only, so it could go in there. As long as they're not picking up and putting it down again. Wasn't the way you could hit any other button. Yeah, just press escape. Press escape and it'll get rid of the little pop-up screen and then you can do it yourself manually. I had the same thing, mate. I had the exact same thing. It was derpy and dumb and didn't make sense. But I think this is what people have been complaining about on the Klei forums about the mod loader and wanting it to be fixed. So there you go. The more you know. Let's do a bit of a sweep over here. We've got loads of debris in the base now from all this building that we did last stream, because we did a lot of building at the end of the stream. I look back when I was splitting up the videos. Oh shit, this needs to be sealed. I look back when I was splitting up the videos to see basically what we did, because like obviously I need to come up with like a title for YouTube, and basically the last 2 hours we were building. Last 2 hours we were just building rooms, which is fine because it needed doing, I guess. But yeah, sorry about that. It was a lot of building. Got a new job. Just stop streaming. You're back. Nice. Aw. You have a Novo. Novo? What's a Novo? Bacon Fried, how's it going, mate? How are you? How are you? Alright, so I've just done a bit of a low priority sweep to let them get all this crap collected and put into the base. If we can get this sealed up, I'll be a very happy boy. Ideally without any carbon dioxide in here, but it doesn't really matter if there is. It just means we'll have to purge the first few packets, but it looks like we're going to get trolled probably again. Isn't that your vape? Oh yeah, Jesus. What the fuck is it? It's a Wotofo. Wotofo Profile Unity. Rebuildable boy. You haven't had a cigarette in 2 months. Nice. Nice. I think I'm clear for about... I've not had a cigarette in about 7 years now. Which is pretty sweet. No, it can't be that much, because I started smoking a bit again when I met the lady. Probably about 4 years, 4 or 5 years. But still. So for 6 years yourself, vaping changed it all. Yeah. I'm just hoping to God they don't come out in the future with vaping causes a third arm to grow, you know, or something like that. That would suck. Okay, this is off. Let's seal up this boy. And I don't think we did the piping on this side, did we? So the base might be a little bit starved at the minute. One of the things I'm probably going to do today is get our airlocks going, our mechanical filters going, sort out all our gas pipings. It's making me sad how poor all our gas piping is, so... A third arm would be really handy, though. Depends where it is. What if it grew inside you? You thought about that? You're all for the third arm when you think it's going to be some sort of useful area. But what if it grew inside you, the back of your throat? Going in? God. Sometimes you got to weigh up, you know, weigh up the damage, guys. You got to be careful. An internal third arm. I don't think that's going to be that useful. Alright then. I've got a bit of a problem here with these ladders, in as much as they can't be here. But what I am thinking is I'll put like a liquid lock here. Maybe I would like some access to this. Gabriel, thank you very much for the sub, buddy. That's much appreciated. How's it going? Third arm in the lung. Exactly, Dragon. You see, you've got it. You've got it. Inside is useful. Sometimes you get those really hard scratch itches. Jeez. It's right at the back of my spleen. Yeah. My bloke was in his late 70s and vaping reversed a lung condition he had. Nice. The space between luxury bedrooms is left for something. Yeah, so what we're probably going to do, we've got one toilet down here, and to be honest, 6 toilets is probably enough for all my dupes. But just for pleasing myself, I'm going to put another toilet up here, and then this room I think is going to be an access to my machines. So I'm going to want a couple of liquid locks kicking around. I just don't know how I'm going to do it yet. Because I'd like to tune all these machines up. We do have like an endless supply of gold and stuff. And as far as I'm aware, that's all we really need to tune things. So that is the plan. But we'll just get all this stuff built first. There's a lot of stuff outstanding. There's a lot of sweeping to be done. So we'll just get all that online. And then we'll crack on with some stuff. At the south of the base, we should still be collecting all of our oil. This is nearly done. Once this is done, I'm going to crack into here, get rid of this. We'll let this sour gas out, because this is sealed now, so worst case scenario, we'll end up with some sour gas up here, which is fine. This is pretty much all sealed. I might just pop one of you there, just to avoid any future dramas. And we're still pumping away this big old pool of water here as well, which is going to take a bit of time. You know, we're going to be getting mixed packets, and it's going to take time to clear, but we're getting there. And this is all cool water going back to the base as well, which is nice. So we should have a shitload of cold water in the base. I'd like to get back to doing sweeping down here as well, which we can only do once we get our priority below an 8 across the base. Which at the moment, I know it might sound daft, but we do have them doing building and stuff up here. Because I think this was all a last minute priority 9 build, if I remember rightly. Oh no. So we'll just leave them doing this stuff. And then they're collecting all the ice for this here ice tank, which is all nice and cool. And then we'll seal this bastard up, and that's all of our ice contained then. Take it easy, Roadhouse. Much love, buddy. Glad to hear you well, and, you know, you're back. See you there, bud. Going back to the Watofu tank. Took 5 attempts to get it wick correctly. 5 attempts? Was it that you weren't tucking the cotton in properly or something like that? Because I've actually done it without the wicks that they give you, and I found it easier. Like, I've got a... I don't know where the fuck I've put it. I did have... okay, it's lost forever. So you can get, like, these shitty cotton swabs. This is Kanga Tech, Japanese cotton. Which I don't really value all that highly. I don't rate all that highly. Where the fuck all my belongings have gone? I think the lady's been moving some stuff. Or you can get, like, what I've got, which is proper wads of cotton, and I found that much easier for wicking. Just basically twist one end really tightly like it's a shoelace or something, you know. It was pissing out. Yeah, I've had that happen a couple of times. That's normally down to when you've undone the cap, you've actually unscrewed the tank ever so slightly, so make sure you give it a quick tighten before you pop off the cap. Could you answer a few questions for me trying to verify some map for my map related to omelette farming? The wiki isn't 100% clear. I can try, Supulv. I can try. Is it to do with eggs per dupe or something like that? Because there are a few variables that the wiki doesn't really mention with that. Used firebolt cotton. I've not heard of those. I can't find where my fucking cotton is. It must have fell off one of my computers or something. I don't see it. It's not around me. No, it's gone forever. It's lost. That's what you're trying to figure out using hatches. I think it's something like 3.5 hatches per dupe or something like that in order to give them a sustainable amount of food. It depends whether you're doing solely omelettes or eggs and meat. Something like that. But again, there are variables, you see. It depends whether they're getting routinely groomed or whether you're trying to do it wild or what the variables are. If you're doing it wild, then you end up needing like a massive amount of hatch stables like we've got here just to keep your wild population high enough. Oh shit. I didn't want smooth hatches, and I don't think I put smooth hatch eggs in here. I've not looked at this for a while. We'll kill them dead, and we'll kill this smooth hatch. Die, die, die. Nice, nice, nice. There was a really handy thread on the forums as well that you might want to try and search for, and it was all to do with the calories provided by each different critter and plants. Like a big old spreadsheet. I think it was done by R9 or someone back in the day, and I think it's probably still valid. So I'd probably advise searching the old Klei archives, as much as that isn't appealing at most times, because there are a lot of posts that have been lost to the archives of Doom. Oh, you found that? Oh, okay. Sorted, how's it going, mate? Sorry I was late. I apologised already. I'm sorry. What's going on up here? Are you dormant? Right, okay. got plenty of water up here. Cool. We should probably get in here now. We've kind of spilled all these beans. So let's get in here. We'll leave this boy. Let's just... How would we be doing this? Yeah, he gets to go. We'll dig this out and just mop all this wetter. And free the beans. Worried a little bit. We're glad you're fine. Oh no, it's nothing serious, mate. Let's say it was diet related. Let's say it was food related. I was a poorly boy. So I want to look at what we're going to do with the access down here. Because I'd like to put a couple of exosuits here, so that we can hop into here and get these maintained. But obviously, because they're different gases, if I wanted to tune the hydrogen gens, they'd need to have their own liquid lock, which would be a bit of a nightmare to do. Because I'd have to keep the gases separate. I don't know if I'd just have room. I don't think I would. Maybe not until we get the proper liquid locks. Like the sexy liquid locks. So yeah, we'll forget this for now. When we can do a 3-column tall liquid lock, we could come out here, seal this up, and then be able to get into both builds nicely. I think that's what we'll do. So again, we're just going to let them finish off these jobs, get all this sorted. I don't think we've got enough of these cactus boys anymore. These jumping joyers. But that's okay. We'll probably get some from printing pods and stuff in the future, and when we dig out our oil biome a bit more, we'll find a few more. Cool. I find it weird how noisy yours compared to mine. Surely can't be down. Just down to the mic picking up and amplifying it. I don't know, mate. Nicky. Hello, Dumbledore. How's it going? Cauliflower pizza, that's what caused it. No, it was an Indian, mate. It was basically being knobheads, and we decided, let's have a little treat. Let's eat all the naan bread and stuff that comes with it. Yeah, I won't be doing that again. You had a madras last night? It wasn't the curry, mate. It was all the sundries, I think they call it. All the breads and stuff. We've been on no carb... Oh, shit. We've been on a low carb diet for a very, very long time. Oh, have I nipped the wires off down here? Oh. Fuck. This must have been when I was doing the blueprints. Let's nip that off. Oh, was this maybe what, I can't remember who it was that was telling us that the circuits will brown out now if they can't supply enough power? Is this maybe what they were talking about? Or is this just broken? That looks like it should be connected to me. There we go. What the fuck? I should say it was great not waking up at 2 AM in agony. Yeah. Well, my mistake, we had all the breads, like puri bread, naan bread, chapatis, everything. It was a huge mistake. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about this anymore. It's fine. Okay, this is still too warm, this water, but maybe we can get our pinch peppers back online. I just forgotten to put them back on. I must have dirted that wire up with the blueprints, I'm thinking. Anyway, the bedrooms are nearly all done. And then it's just a case of having a bit of a tidy out. And decor-wise, it should be real purdy. Real purdy. Hoi, hoi, hoi. Right, let's see if there's an amazing dupe. If not, we're going to take the coal. Peshwari naan, yeah. The lady makes her own Peshwari naans. They're fucking incredible. Really good. What's the difference between sterile condition and refrigerated? The rates of food decay? No difference. If it's sterile or if it's refrigerated, they won't rot at all. So obviously to refrigerate it, you either need some sort of like, you know, cooling setup, or you need to have it in fridges. That costs power normally, unless you use Weezeworts, which are wild Weezeworts now are really weak. So I'd probably go for like putting it in a sterile gas or a vacuum or something. Vacuum is sterile as well. But yeah, my food is currently stored in these little tanks here. So I've got like a little chute that puts my ingredients and my raw food, like my finished food, sorry, into these little areas, which are filled with carbon dioxide. And then my dupes can access this one, but they can't access this one. And all my eggs are in here. We've got many eggs now, actually. Many eggs. Wonder how many eggs we've actually got. And also, did we kill that hatch? I think we did. Cool. So yeah, as ever, guys, just need to let it run for a couple of cycles at the start of the stream. It's normally just to undo all the last-minute Priority 9 tinkering that we did at the end of the last stream. And then sweep up all this crap. Because we did a lot of digging here, if you remember, to square off the base. How's the old hydrogen looking down here? It's on the up. Coal is down to 20 tons, though, which is a bit worrying. So we're probably going to have to look at that soon. And then, yeah, I'd like to sort all these gas pipes out, because it's an absolute mess at the minute. I'd like to tidy all that up. How is the special lady friend today? She's fine. She's at work. She had her first driving lesson yesterday, guys. She fucking loved it. So she's having another one today. She's got them all booked, and yeah, she's a happy girl. Be driving in no time. She can draw, she can cook, and you didn't propose yet, you crazy fool. She can cook a couple of things. She's got a few specialties. She started working on curries recently, which pleases me no end, because I fucking love a good curry. And she started making some proper homemade curries and making all the breads and stuff for him as well. But obviously we can't have the breads anymore, so been living on a lot of like cauliflower rice and stuff like that, which, as you know, is great for the old digestion as well. So stick. Wait, driving stick. Does that mean... Is that American style? Like, we're manual over here. How does she love it? I hate driving around that area. You can sit in traffic for 90% of the time. Yeah, she loves it. Manual drive's American. Manual drive in American. Right, okay. So yeah, stick. Gears. Not... Yeah. Or like drive, I suppose it is, isn't it? Because you still have a stick, don't you, for a lot of automatic cars. I've not driven an automatic car in donkey's years. The last automatic car I think I looked at was an old XJS. So, yeah, never really driven an automatic car. Always driven manual. We got no access up here anymore. Yeah, access is now gone. So I probably need to fix that. The way to fix that is we're going to need to do a ladder all the way up here through an ice biome, which sucks. So for now, I don't really want to extend this ladder down. Let me just think for a minute. So the plan is ultimately we'll have some more exosuits up here and up here, and then this will be our way to space, as it were, because there's space biomes like here. Our base is that big now, like tall wise. Space is relatively close, so we'll want ladders coming up here later through 2 ice biomes, which is gonna fucking blow. But I don't know if I want their access over here to connect up. What I might do for now, because I've got 2 volcanoes in the way, you have to remember this, guys. So we've got to leave these volcanoes in situ and not fuck with them. Which I think will mean we have to clear out this ice biome. Yeah, they can't get up there at the minute, so yeah, let's just bang a ladder here for now. Just to let us out. And then people can still get to this side of the world. We'll get rid of you now. And get down here. And dig all this crap out as well. This crap. Okay, now we can still get across here and do some other bits and bobs. Get up here, collect our beans, fill gens, collect all the goodies. Cool. Oh, good. No more pencil issues, it went great. Oh shit, yeah, how did your date go? Sorry, I forgot to ask. Emily, how are you doing? How are you doing today? I'll take driving any place in the EU over the US, really? What have I missed here? Sorry. What is the minimum cycle to escape the asteroid? I have no idea, mate. I'm sure people are out there trying to rush it now to try and make some sort of record out of it. Personally, that stuff bores the whole off me, so I don't really know. I don't rush space at the best of times. There's really little reason to rush up there. Considering the bulk of the game is in the main part of the asteroid, I don't see any point in rushing up to the surface, really. Yeah, very good, thank you. Nice. Right, it's good to hear. Right. Well, yeah, I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of people trying to make it their sole aim to get up there as quick as they can. But yeah, it's not something we really do. Whisper Cloutier really throwing shapes. I like it. Right then. So I'm assuming they're still doing some work down here. I've got a little bit of a mess at the bottom from the last of this ice that's melting. And I'd kind of like to get that cleared up. So we're going to start doing some priority 8 stuff down here. Just to drag my dupes down. Need to leave that for a minute, but we can get this dug out. And this can open priority 8 as well. Because we can only have 8 dupes down here still at the minute, because we've not got all that many exosuits, so get all this tidied up and swept. And then we'll have a nice building area. We can start doing a big fresh build down here, and it'll be awesome. You can all be removed. And this will all need to be swept away. You show the electric system overlay. Anarchy, yeah, of course I can. There is our wiring. 15% faster dance with light. I don't know, Mex. I just put a light in there because I want it to be nice. But I don't know. I'll have to check that. I'm really confused because I recently had new windows installed, and since then I very frequently get birds flying into one of my windows with a massive thud. Never happened before, but there was a window there before too. That's weird. Is it not maybe that you just had some different birds move into the area that have made a nest nearby, or maybe if you got like a nest in the you know, the overhang or something. What do you call it? Where the roof overhangs, with the water run off and stuff. Not the drain, but you know what I mean. Is it the eaves? Have you maybe got some birds nesting under there or something, and they're trying to do the old swoop in finish? Maybe you've got a clumsy boy. Right, so we just get all this stuff removed. Bet the new windows are just clean. Mick, how are you, buddy? Sorry you're late. Don't worry, mate. I was late as well. I was very late today. Had a bit of a rough start. So don't worry at all. You ain't missed shit. We've only been live about 20 minutes, I think. Right, this is going to be a bit of a pain to do. Yeah, let's get all this dug out. I'd like it if somebody could get stuck here. Yeah, let's just do that. Hope that we get someone stuck. Yeah, the decision making is really not ideal at the minute. Excellent work, Batman. Oh shit, I've missed this bit. Damn it. Yeah, I was really hoping we were going to get some sort of little hotfix to fix the decision-making stuff, because we're going to feel it massively in this base, because it's quite a big base, or I plan for it to be a very large base. This decision-making lag, the pondering lag, is going to really suck. But hey-ho, we will make of it what we can. Dude, how do you sit, play, and stream for 7 hours? With ease, mate. There's a lot of people out there that stream way longer than me. Alright, tidy all this gubbins. See this pondering that just stood there doing jack shit. I think that's probably going to be the base killer if we're not careful. Let's make sure we sweep this ice up with an 8. Coincidence, just young birds. Swan hit my car yesterday, frightened me to death. And a stupid swan hit a wagon in front of me on the motorway. Jesus. Oh wait, what's this? Started in Arboria. Wait, aside from a car accident on the way home. We're all good. Car was towed. My date and I are all okay. Just bruised. What the fuck? How to impress a lady? Total your ride. What the fuck? Were you driving or was he? That sucks. I'm glad you're alright, but Christ. Well, at least you got something to talk about in your next date. Your wounds. I mean, that'll help. Adult diapers. He always has a drink, but almost never has a toilet break. I wonder if he wears them. What it is, before I stream, I go and do a bathroom routine, whereby I have a wee, make sure I'm all cleared out, and I'm good to go, and then I stream. And 9 times out of 10, I'm alright. I can last. Sometimes I have to have a little break. Very rarely. I try not to. But no, I've just got a good discipline, I guess. Maybe I've got a big bladder. Big bladder. I'm like a camel. I don't know. Hundred's bad, but I dislike more. Dig one time, run away, stop. Dig one. Well, I think they're tied together, mechs. That's the same thing. That's down to the planning. That's down to like the job allocation. They are one and the same bug. And it is bad. What's going on down here? I've not really looked at my slicksters in a very long time. As long as they're eating some CO2, I'm happy. They're not getting me much oil, but they're getting me some. Right. I'm debating whether I want to remove this nullifier or leave it there for now. I might leave him there and use him to cool our refinery room and stuff. Maybe that is a plan. Right, let's get rid of you. And then let's dig out you. And you and you. And we'll rip out you. Get rid of you. Well, this piping's going to need to be removed. I might leave this for now. This isn't really in my way. Let's get rid of all this. Some ass hat ran a stop sign. Jesus. That system where holding it and taking decisions supposedly makes you bring results. I've heard that before about when you need a pee, you actually game better and you do all sorts of stuff. I have heard this before. You're meant to have you're meant to be more alert, aren't you, when you're in a state of needing to piss. I have heard this. Maybe that's why some streams go better than others, I don't know. Get narcoleptic. Nope. That's in there, then Pig Plane's next. Total's car. You sure he's not trying to kill you off? Out of desolate plains in Central Oregon, with these goofy little rodents to do kamikaze dashes across the highway. Never hit one until this summer. Nailed him. Thump, thump. Fuck's sake. Nailed him. There was a sense of pride there with that story, wasn't there? There was a definite sense of pride. You finally got one. I mean, I used to work down south, near like Colchester, Ipswich way, and they had a real bad problem with deer there. Deer were like fucking... They were a rodent. They were a nightmare. And I had a few near misses with the deer. I hit a couple of deers, normally with wing mirrors. I have hit 2 deers, and both of them took a head to a wing mirror. And then I'd look out my rearview mirror and they'd just be like fucking dazed in the road. But deer are fucking dumb animals. And big, heavy boys. Well, yeah. Yeah, we're not too bad around here. I mean, I live like in an area with lots of fields and stuff, so you always see like foxes and badgers and, you know, rabbits. There's always fucking rabbits in the roads. I never had any problems with deer around here. Well, where I worked was in the midst of all the farms and stuff. It was all farm area. There was a lot of deer, a lot of woodlands and lots of deer. And let's say they were a pest. They like knacker all the trees and stuff in the area. So I think they chew the bark off the trees, and then the trees get infected and die. They're a pest. But yeah, squirrels here. Looking at the map, trying to figure out what I want to build, and I can see a little station with a chair and what looks like a brain inside a jar. Madison, get in there. Interact with that brain. It may well teach you something wonderful. It may just do that. Pigeons, they kind of pop even over them at 32 tons. Aww. Did you have to say the word pop and an animal? Like thinking of anything like that popping. That's terrible. That's not nice. I don't like that. That made me feel a little bit sad. To think of any animal popping. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. Alright. So... yeah, we were trying to clear some space out last stream. That's why we started doing all this digging down here. I wanted to get to the point where there was no ice left, so we can do a final mop, a final sweep, and stop all this water and stuff overflowing down here. Because eventually I am gonna have a problem where a big old chunk of ice melts, like this boy here, that's ready to melt. Splurps load the water over here and cocks up my liquid locks, which will make me annoyed. So that's what I'd like to do first, just to get a bit of cleanliness and a bit tidy up here. I don't think there's any other water source up here that'll really troll me all that badly. Yeah, let's just mop all this up. And this. And yeah, we'll do a bit of a higher priority sweep. Get all this stuff gone. And then quaff it. I have a solid space set up. I'm going to dig over there when I get home. Nice. Get exploring. Get exploring. Get the sweet, sweet knowledge hidden within. Right, I need to get my protein in me, guys, otherwise I will feel awful in a bit. If I live in Disneyland, there were squirrels, possums, deer, turkeys, raccoons. It's like Bambi. Oh dear. Yeah, we do have lots of wildlife around here, really. We're kind of lucky in that regard, but you do always see it on the road. It's kind of the downside of it. I've actually just realised I've got 2 AETNs very close to each other here. Could do like, I don't know, 2-stage cooling or something. I don't know what we're going to use these for. Hydrogen's kind of precious to me at the minute, so I hadn't really thought of using them for anything, but I don't really want to rip them out. Although I did see when I was updating my blueprint tool, apparently there's a bug with the blueprint tool. Let's see if it actually works. It might have been fixed now. If we do a blueprint for this... Oh no. It was allowing people to paint AETNs and stuff, like POIs. But I don't think it's working. Is the blueprint working at all, actually? Yeah, it is working, okay. Yeah, people were able to print AETNs wherever they wanted them. Which is kind of weird. Are you enjoying the Oni launch update? Well, to be honest, Jan Christo, we've been playing it for a little while. It is the same... The Oni launch update is the same as the pre-release that we were playing. So we've been on it for, you know, a few weeks now. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I like the new critters, and I like the new world gen, and I've quite enjoyed this map. I've not tried any of the other maps yet, so I know I've got a lot more coming as well. But yeah, I like it. There's still a lot of bugs in the game, which, you know... is just Klei things, I guess. It is still a bit of a laggy mess at times. Not much we can do about that, though, unfortunately. The one thing that's bothering me at the minute is how bad the pondering lag is. And if I look at my report for the last cycle, we weren't doing that much last cycle. Ponder was 10% of my cycle. 10%. 10%. It depends how much like piping and stuff you're doing, I think, more than anything. So 10% of my dupe time is being wasted to pondering. Well, that one's only 6. If we don't do any work, it's fine. It's not a solution. But yeah, we'll see. I'm hoping we'll still get some more love. I'm hoping we'll still get some more updates and fixes and stuff. Because the game isn't quite ready yet. I think they should have given it another month or so and just done another fixing all these annoying little bugs patch, but we'll see. Alright. I think that's most of the ice dealt with down here now. Just got these last couple of bits to do, and then we should have no more spills down here. Which means I've got a bit more freedom to mop all this crap up and build. Which would be good. Most part, barring one or two exceptions, the other maps largely only impact the challenge in the very early game and create a slower start. Yeah, but that's part of what sculpts your base, though. I also like the variations to the, you know, the asteroids as well. You know, like being able to choose, like, less geysers, more geysers, geodes, boulders, that sort of stuff. I like that. Excuse me. I think they've made a couple of nice changes, but there's a few that seem a bit silly. Let's just go across there as well. So I should hopefully not need to be warming this area up too much again soon, because my carbon dioxide should be a bit warmer. But yeah, today we're going to want to get our refineries up. We're also going to want to look into petroleum. And get some petroleum gens. Maybe an ethanol gen and some petroleum gens going. That would be good. Good. Alright, I think we're going to remove this access from here. Get all this dug out. Get all this dug out. I'd like that more if you could also set what you want instead of it being only random. Yeah, I'm assuming, just like in Don't Starve. In Don't Starve they have that whole, you know, you can choose the weight of all the different animals and grasses and berries and trees and all that stuff. You can choose all that, can't you, when you're choosing your map. I'm assuming Oni's going to get something like that at some point. It would make sense to me. At some point we're going to get something like that. So you can literally cherry pick exactly how it's going to work. Ah, shit. There's quite a lot of water down here. Can't mop a lot of it. It's this stuff now. If we watch our dupes, it's this thinking time between actions that really is cocking us up. One of the reasons why I'm pausing so much, so I can actually keep reassigning them to different jobs whilst they're here. Okay, you're doing some great mopping down here. We're gonna have some huge bottles of water off this. Jesus. By the looks of it, we can get all this mop now, which is nice. Real nice. And the next thing we'll do a quick high priority sweep just to get all the ice and stuff cleared. We know where we're going to be dumping the ice. Yeah, get rid of that. So we have a place for that to go. And yeah, we'll be a bit closer to being tidied up down here. Nice. Alright. Let's mop all this. Mop this. And then, yeah, let's do a higher priority sweep now. Let's see if we can get all this done. These are just my exosuit boys at the south. There's only 9 of them. 8 of them, sorry. So we'll get all this swept up. And they're going to be dumping water for a good while. There's going to be lots of polluted oxygen down here and stuff, but that's okay. Cool. This is still clearing out. Our cold water is backed up. Why is that? Ah, here we go. It's going in there. Cool. Pondering is due to a choice algorithm. Yeah, it's down to job assignment. Job assignment, pathing. It's kind of it's all tied together. It's an oldie. It's an old problem that's been in the game for a very long time. But now that we're going to be building bigger bases, because there's more stuff to do. You know, every time they add a new update, there's more potential jobs for your dupes. And I know that we have, like, you know, sweepers and loaders and stuff, but there's still a lot of work for your dupes to be doing. So I think we're going to be running more dupes than ever we have in the past, really, for the most part. What that means is that there's more jobs that need to be assigned, and more dupes that could potentially do those jobs, which leads to laggy decision making, which blows. I reckon if we let this tile out, the petroleum should flow into here. So we'll do that as well. Let's just check there's no, like, spore kid germs or anything. Seems to be alright. So we will get rid of you. It's been a long road to final release, yeah. But I just don't think we're quite there yet. I mean, I don't mean to be all negative about it, but this is the same as the pre-release. The pre-release wasn't ready, so this isn't ready. That's how I feel. And they even acknowledged in the pre-release that they made some changes that they had to revert back to, and then they've kept those changes in this release. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't quite compute. But anywho, let's not grumble. Would anybody like to be in the colony? If so, the first person that types "pigeons go pop" we'll name this dupe after you. Oh, fuck. This guy's what's good about supporting their games after release. Yeah. Ranty, are you already in the colony? Are you already in? Don't we already have a Ranzi? Ranzi. Has this been a massive oversight on my part? You should have been in by now, surely. Ranzi, you're in. We're getting you in. I thought you were already in. Never got a dupe ever. Well, you're in now. Ranzi. The best boy. You're in now. No problem. You're going to be straight into digging. We're going to give you Babby's first hard hat. Do any of these want to be leveled up? Yeah. Yeah. Super hard digging. Killer Dreams, you're getting a sexy new hat. Winterheim. Super new hat. Frisian. Probably put you on carrion or something. Cryptic. Don't want to put you on art. We're going to put you on digging just so you can dig yourself out of troubles. Ribworm, better farming. Torello, the bastard. Exosuit. Lumbo. Exosuit. Stine. We'll leave you for now. We'll put you on construction, but we'll leave you for now. The troll. I think we're going to leave for now. Neuro's a bit of a beast. Put him on that. And that'll do. Oops. Dig. Very good. What are your dupes eating? At the minute, we're still just feeding them basically gristleberries. We're cooking up bristleberries into a tier 1 food. Yeah. We have no natural gas on this map, but I should probably point that out. Because I've not bothered to make any yet, we still have no natural gas. And what that means is we can't use the other grill thing, so we've just not been bothering. So they're currently eating tier 1 food, plus wild food and the occasional bit of barbecue and stuff. We've got gristleberries, lettuce, lice loaf, omelettes, the occasional free omelette. Be a bit of anything. You know what the fix for too many dupes is, right? Prisons, no modules. Bullweef, we've done prisons before, mate, and that won't really help us. Those particular dupes wouldn't have any pathfinding issues. Minor camera issues again. Ooh. Could be down to the lighting. Is it worse? Hold on. It could be down to my face lighting. Tell me if it's worse now. What a dumb map, no natural gas. No, not that we found. I still have a little portion of the map that I've not explored yet in the top left corner. Maybe we've got one up there, but I'm kind of not holding out hope, so we will see. Alright. So yeah, they're doing all this priority 9 stuff. We're going to be dropping way more ice and stuff in here, which is fine. I'd like to seal this up, but because we're putting more ice in here, it's actually keeping cool. The warmest ice is -8. That's absolutely okay with me. We'll just keep storing it in here. It does mean that we're going to have a super cold block of ice over here, but that's fine. Yeah, so I'd like this to be done so we can sort our access down here. That'll help our CO2 fall down as well. We have now got the CO2 mostly out the base, which is good. Because previously we had this nasty... You know, the CO2 had started to float up to like this point because we just weren't getting rid of it. We have got this little pipe pumping setup down here now, where we're cycling some of our CO2, which is good. Feeding it to our slicksters. Although all this priority 9 stuff means we're not getting any power down here, so let's just do that. We're down to 8 tons of coal, so I'm going to have to go and dig some coal. Although I think I saw some bigger patches up here. Can't remember where. We were digging out at one point and there was loads of coal. Oh, they still can't get over here. Derp. We can do the whole consumable ore thing, can't we? Surprised we're not getting enough coal to keep our coal gens going, but they are sort of our primary power, or one of our primary powers at the minute, which is a bit weird. Plenty of coal down there. Not going to worry about it for now. I'm going to keep them doing their sweeping jobs and stuff over there. We can get all this cleared out. We've still got loads of low priority sweeps in their base as well. Which we'll leave them doing. Lots and lots of jobs for them to be cracking on with. Don't know if I want to rip all this out. Oh, fuck it. Oh, do we run out of gold? Oh, we must have used all the gold from our volcano. Are you active again? Oh, 29 cycles. That's a long time. That's a long time to waiting for gold. Oh well. Nice. Got so much cold water coming to the base that the pipe's backing up. Alright, my game's starting to lag a little bit because we've got too many commands out, so I'm just going to leave them to finish this stuff. I could start planning out our refinery build, though. Do it like a priority 1 or something just to get us there. I'm thinking here might be an alright spot for it. Metal refineries here. Maybe the oil refineries down here. So let's start planning. I'll do all this as, say, like a low priority. Yeah, if we made this a ceiling... Yeah, we'll make that the ceiling. And... how much room am I going to want? Refinement. What am I looking for? Metal refineries. They're big boys. I probably want a slightly higher ceiling, but then it impacts this. Fuck it, we'll just make it... we'll make it a tall boy. Why not? This is going to be our metal refinery room. And we're going to need some liquid lock shenanigans, which I think is going to be here. Do I want access on both sides? I don't think I probably do. Yeah, I think we'll just seal it up. Like so. And then maybe we'll put in like 2 refineries. 2, 3? Still can't rotate refineries. Motherfucker. Nailu, how's it going, mate? How are you? Don't know if I like this on top of the geyser. It's going to mean I can't do pipes easily. Nope, change plan. Don't like it. Don't like it, it's not going to work. Connectivity of 35. What refined metal have we got? Bugger all. I've actually got quite a lot of copper. When did I refine a load of copper? When did I refine a load of copper? I don't remember doing that. Alright, well, here's the deal. It's going to be a little bit janky here. But if I want to use this space, this is how it's going to be. It's going to be like that, I think. And then on top of this we'll have a metal tile floor made of, again, lead. Which doesn't really strike me as smart, but that'll be fine. And then is how it's going to be. Then we'll get all this built before I worry about the metal floor, but that's what we're going to have in there. And this can all be priority 1, that's good. Pretty good. What did you get for? It's your birthday today, Nailu. Happy birthday, Nailu. Happy birthday. Maybe you can feed them to the hatches. Feed what to the hatches? What's the hamster? Oh, maybe I fed them to the hatches. Copper. No, because we didn't have any smooth hatches until I killed one a minute ago. You're a grown babby of 23. Oh, mate, all those opportunities and things ahead of you. 23. You little whippersnapper. You little cutums. Well, happy birthday, mate. I'm sorry it's a belated birthday, but I did not know. Happy birthday. Right, I just want to plan this out, and then we'll leave this to do its thing. Maybe we'll have our liquid tanks for the hot oil outside here or something. It's just a bit of a... I want to use this space. I don't want to just lose it. So we'll do something like that. That would be good. We're still doing lots of sweeping down here, but it has to be done. Even your dad forgot. Jesus. Well, genuinely, mate, happy birthday. What did you get? Did you get much sweet loot? Have you had a lovely day? Well, they're doing priority 1 building. Interesting. That cycle length's getting worse, isn't it? It's basically a normal day. 23, still so many mistakes. So many mistakes yet to come. God, it's like we're a jaded bunch, isn't it? It's like we're a jaded bunch of assholes. What the hell? I think I'm going to prettify this a little bit. And we'll do like boop, boop, boop. Probably end up removing these later for when we get pipes in and stuff, but for now, this is fine. Dags are excused for not remembering stuff like that. Of course they are. Of course they are. So who's the elitist now using priority 1s? Well, I was using priority 1 because I didn't want them to build it, but they are. I wasn't trying to be an elitist smartass. A priority Nazi. That's not my style. It ain't my style. Oh, the lag is really getting to us now. What the hell's going on? It might be all like the high priority sweeps and stuff. There's a lot of jobs out there that... Oh shit, actually let's leave that for a minute. Because we've had a couple of spills in the base. It was on this side, we had some spills. Coal is back up to 27 tons. I'm not sure how that happened, but I'll take it. Can you make a tour around your base? Of course I can, mate. So I'll do it whilst I'm paused. It's a little bit laggy at the minute, but here is the main base. We've got all of our sexy bedrooms up here. We're gonna factor in for 36 tubes, so we put in lots and lots of bedrooms, lots of nice rooms, and they're all like bedroom bonuses and stuff. In the middle of the base, we've got a little massage clinic. We've got our cooking area. We've got our mess tables down here. And then we've got some toilets, a rec room that's probably not going to stay here, honestly. That's going to need to be moved, but I've not got around to doing that yet. We probably need one more bedroom before we've got enough for 36, but we're getting there. Then we've got a glossy Dreco farm that's giving us all of our plastic. We've got a shove vole area where we've just stockpiling shove voles for the minute. And then we've got a power grid over on the left side and a power grid over on the right side, and that's given us all of our circuits for the base. Then we've got some trees that we're farming, some Arboria trees. Arbor trees, sorry. We've got a little oxygen set up over here and a little oxygen set up over here. We're probably going to need to pimp both of those at some point, make them a bit bigger. But at the moment, that's enough oxygen for what we need. And then we've got some liquid tanks where we're storing our cold, clean water, hot, clean water, hot, polluted water, and 30-degree polluted water. We're using a lot of 30-degree water for cooling a lot of our builds and stuff. Then we've got some gas storage tanks where we've got carbon dioxide, chlorine, oxygen and hydrogen. We've got a little pinch pepper nut farm. We've got our little drop-off area where we're dropping all of our sweet loot from the map. All of our materials get dropped here, and then with conveyor rails they get sent to the various places in the base where we want it to go. So for example, coal and lumber gets sent up to the top, rust and salt gets sent into this oxygen build, granite gets sent into our hatch farms to feed our hatches, and so on. There'll be more conveyors and stuff later as well. We've got an egg drop-off that comes from our hatch farms, that comes to our kitchen up here, where all of our stone hatchling eggs are currently being hatched. What else have we got? I think that might be about it. Oh, we've got a bristle blossom farm down here. Again, the hatch ranches, we've got 4 of them in the base. We've got a turbine aquatuner set up down here, turning salt water into clean water, and then cooling it off. We've got a gold volcano. We've got what else have we got? We've got a polluted water vent, slush geyser, which we're collecting all the water from them. We've got a infectious polluted oxygen vent that we're using to make clay, because we don't have clay on this map. So basically we're cleaning the oxygen with deodorizers to give us a supply of clay, which you can see coming down this line here. And at the moment that's just getting dumped out here. Yeah, we've got like, 27 tons or something of clay. And then we've got our oil biome that we've not really done anything with yet. We've just capped the bastard, and we've been collecting all the oil down here, which is good. And that's about it, mate. That's about it for the base. We do also have a hydrogen vent capped at the top of the base. So yeah, we've done a fair bit of stuff. There's still much more to go yet, but we've done a reasonable amount of stuff. Did you sort the random packets of slime lung? I think so. I think we've mostly killed off the slime lung now. There might be a little bit of residual slime lung, I'm not sure. We will have to see. This isn't super urgent, but I'd like him to get it done at some point, and then we'll rip this pump out. Yeah, we've been collecting all of our oil from our oil biome, so that's all being stored up here. We've got a nice tank up here full of oil. And other little things we've got kicking around, like this is a polluted water drop-off, like all the little bottles that we've mopped. Here's one for ice, where we're dropping all of our ice. And yeah, that's about it, really. We've got hydrogen vent up here as well, as I say, but this is dormant at the minute. But we were getting the hydrogen off this. Active in 1.3 cycles, that's nice. So then we'll get 70 cycles of activity off this boy, which is good. But yeah, this is a hot vent, so we had to do a bit of liquid cooling up here. Cool it off a little bit. And yeah, I think that's about us. Nice. Thank you very much for the tour. I like you did explain things that do with some details. Haven't checked stream where someone would have been this far yet. Oh, Gorgetto. Well, you're more than welcome, mate. Any questions you've got, ask away, by all means. You're most welcome. Are the airflow tanks tiles in the tanks just for extra insulation? No. They do serve the purpose of only having gas behind them, which means that less temperature can interact with our tiles, or less mass can interact with our insulated tiles. But the main feature is that you can't overpressurize a airflow tile with liquid. They don't take pressure damage. So we line our tanks with airflow tiles, and that way we can pump in ridiculous amounts of liquid. So if you look how much oil is in this tank, we've got, 17,000 kilos of oil per tile. And some of our tanks are much bigger than that. I mean, this polluted one up here, the numbers fluctuate because it's overpressurized and the packets are trying to find somewhere to go. But yeah, there's a lot of polluted water stored in there. Again, I'm sorry for the lag, guys. We just need to let some of these jobs finish now. It's too laggy. So I'm going to be patient. I'm just going to have a little smoke and we'll get all this tidied up. And then we'll get to doing this bit. Got 3 idle dupes. Where's that? Oh, I see. Well, that's okay. Let's just dig you, and then you. Ah, you dangus. Alright, Killer Dreams is stuck up here forever now. That's fine. It's a good job he's a good miner. No, let's get him out of there. He's going to troll me otherwise. Oh, he's having a little sleep. Not today, sir. Oh, he's going to piss when he gets back to the base, isn't he? Get these tiles dug. Come on, stop fucking about. Where's this come from? I thought we mopped all the petroleum. Ah. Right then. There we go. Down you pop. That is some good work. 30 dupes too much for the game at the moment. They definitely need to optimize the game. Nah, it's not true, Miguel. It's just because we've got so many jobs outstanding. It's not so much the dupe numbers, it's how many jobs I've got outstanding. The game can handle more than 30. I've done way more than that in the past. It's just I've got a lot of sweep commands, a lot of dig commands, build commands, and I just need to let them get to it for a bit. The sweep commands are probably the killer, because I'm asking them to sweep up hundreds of tons of material that needs to be collected and, you know, dealt with. I wonder if Miguel, sorry, if he did a little wee on the way back to the base there. I wonder. I'll just take the wetter. This could be a problem. Toggle this immediately. I do not want petrol coming through this line. At all. There we go. Get rid of this petrol. Mick, stop mopping that particular tile. Get to these ones. There we go. There we go. Nice. He was trying to sweep all the oil that was coming out of here.